Hello, family. Many blessings in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. I bless you all in his name. Um, Today I'm going to be talking to you about some experience that for some reason I forgot all about it. I don't know. It seemed like maybe this experience was not important enough. It was in the back of my head, and the other day I was just talking to my older brother, and he was telling me, do you remember this time when this happened to the three of us? Because it's me and two other brothers. So I was like, yeah, you know what? That's right. I remember that. And I don't know why I didn't remember earlier. Maybe for some reason I just put it in the back of my head. But this is what happened. The house that we used to live when we were young, very, very young, was a two-story house, and that's the house that, if you look in my previous videos, I talked to you about that very unpleasant experience that I had with that painting of the Spanish conquistador Juan Ponce de Leon, and many others, of course. And we were in my former room. I had a room, and then my parents switched my two brothers to my other room because my room was bigger than theirs, and they put me in their room. But anyways, it was probably maybe in the early hours in the evening when the sun is coming down. We had Miami windows, so we were about to go to bed, and I was with my two brothers in the room. And the closet was not completely open and not completely closed. It was kind of a little bit open, cracked open, maybe a little bit. And the Miami windows were closed because my brothers had the AC on. And it was not that dark in the room. It was not that dark. We were on the second floor of the house. I remember for some reason we were staring at the closet. We don't know how this whole thing happened, but my older brother says, he looks at the closet and he says, "Oh, look, what do you see? Something is coming out. What do you see?" And I said, "Mickey Mouse." The funny thing is that we started seeing those animated cartoons that you see on TV, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, those Walt Disney characters, cartoons. I don't know what else. We would see several, like Mazinger Z and all of those cartoons, robot cartoons. And they were coming out of our closet. And the first character that I remember getting out of the closet was Mickey Mouse. And we would see him, in full color. He was coming out very much alive, dancing and twirling and jumping up and down and very happy. And then behind him, it would come Goofy and Minnie Mouse and Donald Duck. And the thing is that we would ask each other, among the three of us, what do you see? Do you see this? And the thing is that the three of us were seeing the same thing. Very creepy. And I remember that scene, that only happened once, that scene. And even though there were cartoon characters, for some reason, I felt a little bit creeped out. Like I had a little bit of fear. Not completely, but I had fear. And, nothing bad happened to us. We just would see those things coming out of the closet and then going back into the closet. And that was it. But the thing is that now that I stop and look back and I remember this experience, this is not okay. This is not good. Of course, it was not the product of our imagination because the three of us would see the same thing. It was very vivid. I remember the three of us, we were on the bed and looking from the bed to the closet, we would see this thing happening. But this is not good. I don't think this experience comes from God, because when God, it gives us a spiritual experiences, even to little kids, He would not use Disney characters or any type of cartoon characters. God doesn't operate and work that way. So I think that was another demonic manifestation that happened in that house, because before my father married my mom, he used to live there with a woman, and that woman used to practice santeria or witchcraft or whatever you call it. And you know, when you practice those things, demons come and inhabit into that house. And it was obvious because of all the demonic manifestation and all the demonic spiritual attacks that I had when I was living in that house when I was little. So, and all the things that I saw. So, yeah, I just wanted to share with you that experience. I don't know if some of you might have had that, the same experience. You might, probably. If you had, feel free to share with me. It's always good to know that you're not the only one having this kind of experiences. But anyway, yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share with you that experience that I remembered because my brother called me. And we started talking, about, just reminiscing about childhood and older times. And that's when he asked me if I remember that. And it is true. It was true. I remembered, of course, he said something, and it triggered from the back of my mind. It triggered that memory. And I thought it was curious. But anyway, be blessed. God bless you. I love you all. In Yeshua HaMashiach's name.